Hello literature lovers, welcome to our channel Lit Club. Today's video is in next part of mock test series UP PhD 2025. So let's get started. Okay, our very first question is, reaching London in 1587, Shakespeare joined Barbade's Company of Actors, job in a school, group of university wits, or none of these. And the correct option is option number A, that is Barbade's Company of Actors. Question number 2. Which play bore Shakespeare's name as authors for the first time? Options are Love's Labour's Lost, Titus Andronicus, Merchant of Venice, or Coriolanus. And the correct option is option number A, that is Love's Labour's Lost. Question number 3. When did Shakespeare write his plays? Options are 15th-16th century, or 14th and 15th century, or 16th and 17th century, or 17th and 18th century. And the correct answer is option number C, that is 16th and 17th century. Question number 4. What was the theatre in London that Shakespeare was associated with? Options are the World, the Britain, the Circle, or the Globe. And the correct option is option number D, that is the Globe. Question number 5. Which one of the following theatre companies was owned by Shakespeare, where his masterpieces were first performed? Options are Wooden, Globe, Rose, or Curtain. And the correct option is option number B, that is Globe. Question number 6. What was the first name of the playing company, King's Men, that William Shakespeare partly owned? Options are the London Theatre, the Stratford Theatre, the Queen's Troupe, or Lord Chamberlain's Men. And the correct option is option number D, that is Lord Chamberlain's Men. Question number 7. What happened to the Globe Theatre in 1613? Options are it leaked, it fell down, it was opened, or it burned down. And the correct option is option number D, that is it burned down. Question number 8. How is Sam Wanamaker, 1919 to 1993, connected with Shakespeare? Options are he is the great-great-great-grandchild of Shakespeare, or it was his vision to rebuild the globe, or in no way whatsoever, or he owned all the publishing rights. And the correct option is option number B, that is it was his vision to rebuild the globe. Question number 9. Where did Shakespeare retire to? Options are London, Brighton, USA, or Stratford-upon-Avon. And the correct option is option number D, that is Stratford-upon-Avon. Question number 10. Which of these phrases appears on Shakespeare's gravestone? Options are may the great author rest in peace, or he requested not to write anything, or option C, he arrived on this earth with nothing. When he died, he left everything to us. Or option D, cursed be the he that moves my bones. And the correct option is option number D, that is cursed be the he that moved my bones. Question number 11. After whom was Wordsworth appointed Poet Laureate of England? Options are Robert Southey, Sir Walter Scott, Coleridge, or Ben Jonson. And the correct option is Robert Southey. Question number 12. Who criticized Wordsworth, calling him lost leader? Options are Matthew Arnold, Robert Browning, P.B. Shelley, or John Keats. And the correct option is option number B, that is Robert Browning. Question number 13. Who wrote to his friend Billy, I am certain of nothing but the holiness of the heart's affections and the truth of the imagination. What imagination seizes as beauty must be truth. Options are Arnold, John Keats, Shelley, or T.S. Eliot. And the correct option is option number B, that is John Keats. Question number 14. It was Lockhart and Blackwood's who coined the defamatory term the Cockney School for Hunt and his circle, which included both Hazlitt and. Options are Arnold, Shelley, John Keats, or T.S. Eliot. And the correct option is option number C, that is John Keats. Question number 15. John Gibson Lockhart, writing in Blackwood's magazine, described which work as imperturbable, drivelling idiocy. With biting sarcasm, he advised, It is a better and a wiser thing to be starved apothecary than a starved poet. So back to the shop, Mr. John. Back to plasters, pills, and ointment boxes. Options are Endymion, The Eve of St. Agnes, Hyperion, or La Belle Dempsey's Mercy. And the correct option is option number A, that is Endymion. Question number 16. Shelley's Adonais is a dash. Tragedy, an epic poem, a pastoral elegy, or a poem in blank verse. And the correct option is option number C, that is a pastoral elegy. Question number 17. Shelley wrote Defense of Poetry in response to. Options are his Apology for Poetry, Wordsworth Prelude, Keats' Endymion, or Love Peacock's The Four Ages of Poetry. And the correct option is option number D, that is Love Peacock's The Four Ages of Poetry. Question number 18. The cause of Shelley's death was. Options are suicide, poison, drowning, or consumption. And the correct option is option number C, that is drowning. Question number 19. Who called Shelley a beautiful but ineffectual angel beating in the void his luminous wings in vain? Options are Charles Lamb, Matthew Arnold, Keats, or none of these. And the correct option is option number B, that is Matthew Arnold. Question number 20. Who termed Shelley as melopoeic? Options are John Keats, Arnold, Eliot, or G.B. Shaw. And the correct option is option number B, that is Matthew Arnold. Question number 21. Charles Lamb is philosophical essayist, personal essayist, impersonal essayist, or didactic essayist. And the correct option is option number B, that is personal essayist. Question number 22. Who refers to Lamb as Lamb the frolic and the gentle has vanished from his lonely hearth? Options are Wordsworth, Shelley, Keats, or Coleridge. And the correct option is option number A, that is William Wordsworth. Question number 23. Charles Lamb started his literary career as. Options are a poet, a critic, an essayist, or a dramatist. And the correct option is option number A, that is a poet. Question number 24. Lamb was in love with an actress and he proposed her, but she denied. Who was she? Options are Fanny Kelly, Fanny Brown, Maud Gonne, or Fanny Keats. And the correct option is option number A, that is Fanny Kelly. Question number 25. Lamb's prose works, A Tale of Rosamund Grey and Old Blind Margaret, are. Options are novels, essays, poems, or critical works. And the correct option is option number A, that is novels. Question number 26. What is Hellenism that we find in Keats' poetry? Options are Keats' description of Greek art and culture, or his use of Platonic love, or his pictorial sense, or Keats' indifference to revolutionary spirit. And the correct option is option number A, that is Keats' description of Greek art and culture. Question number 27. The odes of Keats are regular, irregular, both, or neither. And the correct option is the ode of Keats are both regular and irregular. Question number 28. The year dash was the culminating point in Keats' career. Options are 1817, 1818, 1819, or 1821. And the correct option is 1819. Question number 29. Who wrote the famous pastoral elegy Adonais on the death of Keats? Options are Wordsworth, Shelley, Hogg, or Byron. And the correct option is Shelley. Question number 30. Which one of the following novel is an episodic novel? Options are Oliver Twist, Pickwick Papers, Little Dorrit, or David Copperfield. And the correct option is option number B, that is Pickwick Papers. Question number 31. Dickens' Oliver Twist was originally published in. Options are a magazine, a collection, a journal, or a pamphlet. And the correct option is option number A, that is a magazine. Question number 32. Oliver Twist is the story of a or an. Options are orphan, doctor, engineer, or merchant. And the correct option is an orphan. Question number 33. Who is the villain in Oliver Twist? Options are Fagin, Sykes, Dodger, or Bumble. And the correct option is option number A, that is Fagin. Question number 34. The full title of Dickens' novel, Oliver Twist, is? Options are Oliver Twist or the Parish Boy's Progress, or option B, The Life of Oliver Twist, option C, Oliver Twist, A Tale of Orphan, or option D, The History of Oliver Twist. And the correct option is option number A, that is Oliver Twist or the Parish Boy's Progress. Question number 35. Pickwick Papers by Dickens is a picaresque novel, epistolary novel, gothic novel, or historical novel. And the correct option is that A, option number A, that is picaresque novel. Question number 36. The novel Pickwick Papers is also known as. Options are The Posthumous Papers of Pickwick Club, option B, The Adventures of Mr. Pickwick, option C, The Papers of Pickwick, or option D, The Notes of the Pickwick Club. And the correct option is option number A, that is The Posthumous Papers of the Pickwick Club. Question number 37. Which of the following characters is called humble in Dickens' works? Options are Uriah Heep, Mr. Pickwick, Fagin, or Oliver Twist. And the correct option is option number A, that is Uriah Heep. Question number 38. Villain is associated with which Dickens characters? Options are Mr. Pickwick, Mrs. Gramp, Nancy, or Mr. Barkis. And the correct option is option number D, that is Mr. Barkis. Question number 39. Dickens novels are sometimes called Newgate novels because they describe the prison system of London, or they depict the adventures of criminals, or they were published near Newgate, or they condemn crime. And the correct option is option number B, that is they depict the adventures of criminals. Question number 40. The character Sidney Carton appears in which of the Dickens novels? Options are David Copperfield, A Tale of Two Cities, Bleak House, or Great Expectations. And the correct option is A Tale of Two Cities. Question number 41. The famous opening line, "It was the best of times, it was the worst of times," belongs to. Options are Bleak House, Great Expectations, Hard Times, or A Tale of Two Cities. And the correct option is option number D, that is A Tale of Two Cities. Question number 42. In David Copperfield, which character is partly autobiographical for Dickens himself? Options are Uriah Heep, David Copperfield, Esther Forth, or Mr. Micawber. And the correct option is option number B, that is David Copperfield. Question number 43. Who is the heroine of Dickens' David Copperfield? Options are Emily, Agnes Wakefield, Dora Spenlow, or both B and C. And the correct option is option number B, that is Agnes Wakefield. Dickens' novel Hard Times is set in a fictional town named. Options are Coketown, Milton, Market Snodsbury, or Hunsford. And the correct option is option number A, that is Coketown. Question number 45. Facts, facts, facts is a catchphrase from which Dickens novel? Options are Hard Times, Great Expectations, Oliver Twist, or Little Dorrit. And the correct option is option number A, that is Hard Times. Question number 46. Dickens' unfinished novel is Barnaby Rudge, The Mystery of Edwin Drood, Dombey and Son, or Our Mutual Friend. And the correct option is option number B, that is The Mystery of Edwin Drood. Question number 47. In Great Expectations, who is Pip's secret benefactor? Options are Miss Havisham, B. Magwitch, C. Herbert Pocket, or D. Jaggers. And the correct option is option number B, that is Magwitch. Question number 48. Estella is brought up by. Options are Miss Havisham, Mrs. Joe, Molly, or Mrs. Pocket? And the correct option is option number A, that is Miss Havisham. Which Dickens novel portrays the circumlocution office? Options are Bleak House, Our Mutual Friend, Little Dorrit, or Nicholas Nickleby. And the correct option is option number C, that is Little Dorrit. Question number 50. Who is the Artful Dodger? Options are Jack Dawkins in Oliver Twist, a thief in Great Expectations, a lawyer in Bleak House, or Pip's friend in David Copperfield. And the correct option is option number A, that is Jack Dawkins in Oliver Twist. Question number 51 is, in Bleak House, who is the mysterious law case about? Options are Jarndyce and Jarndyce, Dombey versus Son, Cuzzlewit versus Cuzzlewit, or Pickwick versus Dodson. And the correct option is option number A, that is Jarndyce versus Jarndyce. Question number 52. The novel Nicholas Nickleby deals with Dickens' criticism of. Options are the poor law, boarding schools, prisons, or industrialization. And the correct answer is option number B, that is boarding schools. Question number 53. The character of Mr. Micawber is famous for his saying. Options are annual income £20, annual expenditure £19, 19.6, result happiness. I am humble. Or option C, please sir, I want some more. Or option D, facts, facts, facts. And the correct option is option number A, that is annual income £20, annual expenditure £19, 19.6, result happiness. Question number 54. The character Fagin in Oliver Twist is associated with. Options are teaching children crime, running a school, running a law office, or a cruel employer. And the correct option is option number A, that is teaching children crime. Question number 55. The novel Barnaby Rudge deals with. Options are the Gordon Riot of 1780, the French Revolution, the Industrial Revolution, or American War of Independence. And the correct option is option number A, that is the Gordon Riots of 1780. Question number 56. Dickens' A Christmas Carol introduced which popular character? Options are Scrooge, Oliver Twist, Micawber, or Carton. And the correct option is option number A, that is Scrooge. Question number 57. The full title of A Christmas Carol is. Options 1. Option A is A Christmas Carol in Prose, being a ghost story of Christmas. Option B, The Story of Christmas. Option C, A Christmas Carol and Other Tales. Or option D, Christmas in London. And the correct option is option number A, that is A Christmas Carol in Prose, being a ghost story of Christmas. Question number 58. Who is Tiny Tim's father in A Christmas Carol? Options are Bob Cratchit, Scrooge, Fezziwig, or Jacob Marley. And the correct option is option number A, that is Bob Cratchit. Question number 59. Dickens wrote under the pen name of. Options are Boz, Pip, Dodger, or Pickwick. And the correct option is option number A, that is Boz. Question number 60. Dickens is sometimes called the. Options are poet of nature, novelist of the poor, master of Gothic, or prophet of beauty. And the correct option is option number B, that is novelist of the poor. Question number 61. In Paradise Lost, Saturn is first found in hell, in Eden, in heaven, or on earth. And the correct option is option number A, that is in hell. Question number 62. How many books are there in Milton's Paradise Lost? Options are 10, 11, 12, or 14. And the correct option is 12. Question number 63. Which classical epic influenced Milton's Paradise Lost the most? Options are the Iliad, the Odyssey, the Aeneid, or the Metamorphoses. And the correct option is the Aeneid. Question number 64. The central theme of Paradise Lost is. Options are fall of man, praise of God, love of Adam and Eve, or war in heaven. And the correct option is fall of man. Question number 65. Milton's Areopagitica is a poem, a prose pamphlet, a drama, or an epic. And the correct option is a prose pamphlet. Question number 66. The Areopagitica is mainly about the Civil War, liberty of the press, fall of Saturn, or religious faith. And the correct option is liberty of the press. Question number 67. Which epic begins with of man's first disobedience and the fruit? Options are the Iliad, Paradise Lost, the Aeneid, or Beowulf. And the correct option is option number B, that is Paradise Lost. Question number 68. The famous line, they also serve who only stand and wait, is from options are Paradise Lost, Paradise Regained, On His Blindness, or Lycidas. And the correct option is option number C, that is On His Blindness. Question number 69. Milton's Masque Comus is a celebration of beauty, chastity, love, or justice. And the correct option is chastity. Question number 70. Milton's Lycidas is a dirge, elegy, satire, or ode. And the correct option is elegy. Question number 71. Lycidas was written to mourn the death of Shakespeare, Spenser, Edward King, or Ben Jonson. And the correct option is option number C, that is Edward King. Question number 72. Which poet is called the poet of the poets? Options are Spenser, Milton, Dryden, or Wordsworth. And the correct option is option number A, that is Edmund Spenser. Question number 73. The Fairy Queen was written by options are Milton, Edmund Spenser, Ben Jonson, or Philip Sidney. And the correct option is option number B, that is Edmund Spenser. Question number 74. Which allegorical figure does the red crossed knight represent? Options are holiness, justice, chastity, or temperance. And the correct option is holiness. Question number 75. Who is called the child of Renaissance and Reformation? Options are Milton, Spenser, Chaucer, or Sidney. And the correct option is option number B, that is Spenser. Question number 76. Sir Philip Sidney's Apology for Poetry is written in response to options are Stephen Gosson's School of Abuse, Ben Jonson's Discoveries, Milton's Areopagitica, or Spenser's Shepherd's Calendar. And the correct option is option number A, that is Stephen Gosson's School of Abuse. Question number 77. Which of the following is the earliest English epic? Options are Beowulf, The Fairy Queen, Paradise Lost, or Odyssey. And the correct option is Beowulf. Question number 78. Chaucer is called the options are Morning Star of Renaissance, Father of English Poetry, Child of Renaissance, or Poet of Nature. And the correct option is Father of English Poetry. Question number 79. Chaucer's Canterbury Tale is written in prose, verse, prose in verse, or blank verse. And the correct option is option number C, that is prose in verse. Question number 80. Who among the following is not a character in the Canterbury Tales? Options are the knight, the squire, the shepherd, or the wife of Bath. And the correct option is, or the odd one out option is the shepherd. Question number 81. The prologue to the Canterbury Tales is often called. Options are Prologue to Human Nature, or Prologue to English Literature, or Prologue to Poetry, or Prologue to the Middle Ages. And the correct option is option number B, that is Prologue to English Literature. Question number 82. Chaucer is buried in St. Paul's Cathedral, Westminster Abbey, Stratford Church, or Lincoln's Inn. And the correct option is option number B, that is Westminster Abbey. Question number 83. Fools rush in where angels fear to tread is a quotation from options are Pope, Milton, Johnson, or Dryden. And the correct option is option number A, that is Alexander Pope. Question number 84. The Rape of the Lock is a heroic poem, mock epic, elegy, or pastoral. And the correct option is option number B, that is mock epic. Question number 85. The Rape of the Lock was based on a quarrel between, options are Pope and Edison, Lord Peter and Arabella Fermor, Dryden and Pope, or Swift and Pope. And the correct option is option number B, that is Lord Peter and Arabella Fermor. Question number 86. Who is the heroine of the Rape of the Lock? Options are Belinda, Arabella, Clarissa, or Sylvia. And the correct option is option number A, that is Belinda. Question number 87. What oft was thought but never so well expressed refers to? Options are Milton's style, Spencer's allegory, Pope's style, or Dryden's criticism. And the correct option is Pope's style. Question number 88. Dr. Johnson called him the greatest genius that England ever produced. Options are Milton, Dryden, Shakespeare, or Pope. And the correct option is Milton. Question number 89. Who wrote the lives of the poets? Options are Dryden, Dr. Johnson, Pope, or Edison. And the correct option is option number B, that is Dr. Samuel Johnson. Question number 90. Who is the author of the critical work Biographia Literaria? Options are Wordsworth, Coleridge, Arnold, or Charles Lamb. And the correct option is option number B, that is Coleridge. Question number 91. The phrase willing suspension of disbelief is associated with. Options are Wordsworth, Coleridge, Keats, or Shelley. And the correct option is S.T. Coleridge. Question number 92. Which of the following is not a play by Shakespeare? Options are Hamlet, Othello, Faustus, or King Lear. And the odd one out option is Faustus. Question number 93. To be or not to be is a famous soliloquy from. Options are Othello, Hamlet, Macbeth, or King Lear. And the correct option is Hamlet. Question number 94. Who murders King Duncan in Macbeth? Options are Macbeth, Lady Macbeth, Malcolm, or Banquo. And the correct option is option number E, that is Macbeth. The line, out, out, brief candle, life's but a walking shadow, is spoken by. Options are Macbeth, Lady Macbeth, Banquo, or Duncan. And the correct option is Macbeth. Question number 96. The quality of mercy is not strained occurs in option A, Hamlet, B, Macbeth, Merchant of Venice, or King Lear. And the correct option is Merchant of Venice. Question number 97. The character Portia appears in which Shakespearean play? Options are Twelfth Night, The Merchant of Venice, Measure for Measure, or Othello. And the correct option is The Merchant of Venice. Question number 98. Shylock is a Jew, Christian, Roman, or Moor. And the correct option is Jew. Question number 99. The play Twelfth Night is named after a festival, a character, a place, or a season. And the correct option is a festival. Question number 100. The last question for today. The character Malvolio appears in. Options are Twelfth Night, As You Like It, Much Ado About Nothing, or Measure for Measure. And the correct option is Twelfth Night. So with this, I end my video here. Hope you like it. Thanks for watching. Like, share, and subscribe. And please follow us on Telegram for quizzes and updates.